Well, hello everyone. I wanted to tell you a special Christmas story today that involves Joshua and Wooly, and it's called Joshua, Wooly and the Sparkly Silver Snowflake. One day, Joshua and Wooly looked out of the window. "It's snowing," said Joshua. "Brilliant," said Wooly. "Let's go outside and make a snowman and snowballs and everything like that." "Right, we'll just tell Father Chris." Father Chris said to them, "Make sure you wear your hats." "We will," they shouted. "And make sure," said Father Chris, "that Joshua, you don't get a carrot stuck up your nose like the last time you made a snowman. And Wooly, you don't eat all the carrots before you've made the snowman." "We won't," they said, and off they went to play outside. They were having a wonderful time in the snow, and then suddenly Joshua looked up and he said, "Wooly, there's something sparkling and silver in the sky." Wooly said, "Oh, look, everything's sparkling at the moment because it's snowing. Now let's play hide and seek. I'm going to hide," which is really easy if you're a sheep in the snow. And he buried himself into the snow. But Joshua said, No, look, Wooly. Look at that silver snowflake." And Wooly looked up as well and said, "Oh, there is something special about that snowflake." And the snowflake didn't fall to the ground. It just went up and down gently on the wind. And Joshua said, "You know, I think that is a magic snowflake." And Wooly said, "Do you think so?" Joshua said, "Oh, yes." And then they could hear a beautiful voice that sounded like ringing bells saying, "Yes, I am magical. I am the silver snowflake. And I'm here to help you two understand the true meaning of Christmas. And you have 2 wishes. I will grant you 2 wishes." Thought Joshua. I wonder what we should wish for. But before he had a chance to say anything, Wooly threw his hand up and said, "I want to go to the North Pole. I wish we could go to the North Pole." And before Joshua had a chance to say anything, they went up and up into the sky, and the silver snowflake took them all the way to the North Pole. "And we're sat on something," said Joshua. "What's more," said Wooly, "it's moving." "And," said Joshua, "it's got antlers." "What are antlers?" said Wooly. "Those big sticky out things on its head." "Oh, yes," said Wooly. "And what's more, he's got a bright red nose that's shining." You don't think that it's Rudolph the reindeer, just as he said that. Rudolph the reindeer turned his head round and looked at them and said, "Oh, hello, where did you two come from?" Joshua said, "Well, my name's Joshua, this is my friend Wooly, and we're here because the silver snowflake brought us here." "Ah," said Rudolph. "So the silver snowflake must want to tell you about the true meaning of Christmas." "Well, yes, she did say that, to be fair," said Joshua. "So," said Wooly, "while we're here, please can you take us to see Father Christmas?" "Well, I can," said Rudolph, "but you won't find the true meaning of Christmas there." "Oh, yes, we will," said Wooly. "Anyway, let's go. And by the way, can you fly?" "Can I fly?" said Rudolph, and put on his very posh voice. "Good evening and welcome to Rudolph Reindeer Airways. Please fasten your safety belts." And Joshua said, "There are no safety belts." And suddenly safety belts appeared, magic ones, and they buckled themselves up and flew up into the air. And it was so exciting. They were flying and oh goodness me. And then they started to come to land and they saw lots of elves. "Oh," said Joshua, "look, I've got my elf hat on." "Oh," said Wooly, "and I've got my Santa hat on. Let's go and say hello to them." So they went to say hello to the elves. And Joshua said to the elves, "I really like your outfits. Did you get them from Amazon?" No, we didn't get them from Amazon. Oh, said Wooly, you must have got them off eBay then. No, said the elves, these are our uniforms. And they went, oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm sure you're very busy. We'd like to see Father Christmas. And the chief elf came over and said, well, do you have an appointment? And they went, no, but the silver snowflake brought us here. Ah, well then, you can go in to see Father Christmas. So they're very, very excited. Oh, oh, oh. And they go in and they say, oh, hello, Father Christmas, my name's Wooly and this is Joshua. Oh, they got all excited. And Father Christmas said, oh, well, I heard that you two were coming. I don't think I need to ask if you've been being good, do I, Wooly? And Wooly went bright red and went, anyway, said Father Christmas, what can I do for you? Well, said Joshua, we're trying to find out the true meaning of Christmas, and Wooly here thinks it's all about presents. Father Christmas laughed. Ho, ho, ho. That's how he laughed, yeah. And he said, well, no, it's not actually. What? Said Wooly. It's not all about presents. Said Joshua. No, said Father Christmas. You won't find the true meaning of Christmas here in the North Pole. You need to go somewhere to the near Middle East, somewhere that's very hot. And I'll give you a clue. It begins with the letter B, with B. Said Joshua. I think I can remember this from a Christmas carol. And he started singing, oh, little town of... No, I can't remember it. He tried again. Oh, little town... No. He's tried again. Oh, little town... And before he could say the word Bethlehem, Wooly shouted out, Belek. And Joshua said, Belek? Where's Belek? He said, it's in Turkey. And Father Christo went playing golf, and he said it's in the near Middle East, and he said it's hot. So, let's go. I wish we could go to Turkey. And the silver snowflake whisked them away before Joshua could say, no, it should have been Bethlehem, but too late. And suddenly they were in a hot and dusty environment. We're sat on something again, said Joshua. I know, said Wooly. And it's moving. It's not Rudolph, said Joshua. No, said Wooly, and it's got a big hump. I wonder what it is. Just as they were saying that, this big face turned round, because this animal had a big long neck, and said, hello, I'm a camel. And, it's a camel. We're in the desert. I always wanted to ride on a camel. Hello, camel. And he said, hello, who are you two? He said, well, I'm Joshua, and this is my friend Wooly, and we've been sent by the silver snowflake to find out about the true meaning of Christmas. Could you help, please? Well, said the camel, who actually was the baby camel, right? The baby camel. The baby camel said, well, I think I might be able to help. I'm not really sure what's going on because I am the baby camel. But we all seem to be going somewhere very special following that bright star. And we've got 3 wise men with us, and they've got these very special gifts to give to a newborn king, and everyone's very excited. Whoa, sounds like that's where we should be going, said Joshua. I think so, said Wooly. When will you be getting there, said Wooly. Oh, said the baby camel, I think it's going to be on the 6th of January. The 6th of January, said Joshua. Oh, that's too long. Oh, we need to get there before then. But we've run out of wishes. The silver snowflake said we could only have 2 wishes. Well, said the baby camel, the star is very kind. The star is helping us, so maybe the star could give you another wish. Ooh. If you call to the star. So they both shouted together, hello, star! Hello, star! Here we are! Hello, star! And the star blinked and looked down. He said, who are you two? And Joshua said, I'm Joshua, this is my friend Wooly. And we've been sent by the silver snowflake, and we're trying to find out the true meaning of Christmas, but we have run out of wishes. Said the star. Well, I'll let you have 1 more wish. If you're sure you know where you want to go this time. Joshua was absolutely sure. He knew they needed to go to Bethlehem. But Wooly Wooly was getting a little bit homesick. He wanted to be back with his sheep family and he wanted to go back to his flock. So, this is where it got a bit complicated because they both said at the same time, I wish us to go to. Now, Joshua said Bethlehem, Wooly said his flock, a flock of sheep, right? So, well, what happened then? They ended up on a hillside in the dark and they weren't in Bethlehem and they wasn't back with their own flock. Oh no. And then they heard a gruff voice shouting, you boy with that sheep, bring that sheep over here. And why are you wearing a hat? And why is he wearing a hat? Well, said Joshua, my mummy knitted the hats for us so that we wouldn't get cold ears. Well, bring that sheep over here to be part of the flock. It's very late at night and they all need to get to sleep. Oh no, said Wooly. What are we going to do now? I don't know, said Joshua. We've run out of wishes and the star's not here. Just as they were wondering what they were going to do next, the night sky filled with a bright light and a huge number of angels, and they couldn't believe what they could see. And the angels said, glory to God in the highest and peace to people on earth. And said, we bring you great news of great joy. Today has been born a Saviour. Wow. And the shepherds decided that they would all go to see the baby Jesus. And they took some of the sheep with them. This is our chance, said Joshua. I know, said Wooly. So we'll just mingle in. So Wooly tried to mingle in with the sheep, but he had his Santa hat on. And Joshua tried to mingle in with the shepherds, even though he had his elf hat on. And they kept going. And then they came to the stable. And there was the baby Jesus with Mary and Joseph. And there was a beautiful bright light above the stable. This must be the true meaning of Christmas, said Joshua. Oh yes, said Wooly. It's the birthday of Jesus. That's what we celebrate. So it's not all about presents. No, said Joshua. But do you think we should give the baby Jesus a present? Said Wooly. Well, I could give him some grass. No, you can't. He's a baby, not a baby sheep, said Joshua. Good point. Well, what else can we give him? I don't know, said Joshua, scratching his head. I don't know, said Wooly, scratching. Wait a minute, they said. That little baby could get cold in the stable at night. Why don't we give him our hats? He could have two hats, one for one day and the other, and he could alternate then, couldn't he, rather than just having one hat? Okay, said Wooly. So he placed his hat next to the baby Jesus. And Joshua placed his hat next to the baby Jesus. And they realised then that Christmas is a celebrating baby Jesus' birthday. And it's all about us giving and sharing rather than all about us getting things. And that's why sometimes if you look in a stable, you might just see a Santa hat and an elf hat. So, happy Christmas and bye-bye from Joshua and Wooly. Bye-bye, God bless.